Hey folks, Cliff on the bright side. Today I wanted to talk about interviewing, and in particular, how you can stay relaxed in the interview. So I got 5 ways I've come up with to stay relaxed in the interview. All right, the first is keep your power. So it's easy for us when we're going into interview to think of the employer as having all the power, and to give our own power away in that thought. So this may be an important job, but remember, it's not the only job. It's not going to make or break you. It's just not, even if you're starting to think it is. And so instead of just thinking about them as holding all the cards, remember that you're a great candidate. Remember your value, remember your story, and start there. That's what you go into the interview with, right? Number 2, make the interview into a conversation. Get out of that Q&A mode where the interviewer asks a question, you answer their question. They ask another question, you answer that question. That's a really unnatural way to talk with somebody. A conversation is much more natural, and it's going to keep both of you much more relaxed. So in order to break that mold, think of ways that you can compliment the interviewer or the surroundings or the job itself. Think of questions you could ask, a question about the question you were just asked. Do a check-in. Think about if you could give more depth to your answer and check in with the interviewer and say, is there something more I could say? And that kind of helps you to go a little bit deeper, right? So there's just some ideas to break the mold and make it more of a conversation. That's where you want it. And that's going to keep you relaxed. So number 3 is to tell stories about people you like. This is a fun one. It's easy. So think about that colleague that you actually had a good time with, that you liked going to lunch with, that you maybe stayed late with once in crunch mode, working on a project and laughing hysterically because it was so late and you guys were eating candy bars to stay awake. Think about that person. And then when you tell the story, you're going to brighten up and smile, and you're certainly going to relax. All right, so remember that one. That's an easy one. Number 4, be honest. It's simple, but it's very important. The people who have nothing to hide are the people who are the most relaxed. So if you have any sort of challenge or worry about your job history, make sure you find a way to embrace that and extract a strength out of that challenge. There's always a way. In fact, I'll have videos on just this topic. So if you're interested, look out for that. And number 5, the last one, is have an after party waiting for you. And it can be an after party of 1. No problem. Have 1 friend, 1 colleague, 1 family member, in person or on the phone, but have them waiting for you after the interview, knowing that you're going to check in and talk about the interview. That way you can get excited together. You can celebrate if it went well, and if it didn't go so well, you have somebody to talk with to come up with a strategy to maybe reach back out to the employer, to write things or to add something. And then, of course, they can remind you that, you know what? This is just a job. It was just an interview, not even a job. And it might not have been the right job for you. And perhaps, and most likely, there's a better one out there. So remember, have that after party waiting. So there you have it. 5 ways to stay relaxed. Real quick from the top. Keep your power. Make the interview into a conversation. Tell stories about people you like. Be honest, and have a party. All right? So hopefully that'll keep you relaxed going through the interview. Good luck, and remember to have fun.